Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included. I see Kester says, yeah, another video. Good morning, Kester. So what we're going to start with today is I just realized that brine is not that prevalent anymore because I've been dumping it here. So we're going to switch that over once this is gone and make this put this in before the vacuum was actually ever created. So we're going to do that. We're also going to make a nature reserve over here. My thinking is that now that my base is much larger, maybe there's less of a chance that dupes will hit this nature reserve, so this will increase the chance. And then over on this asteroid, I want to get power production with something other than this cruddy manual generator. So we're going to get a hydrogen generator. Don't have an electrolyzer on this base yet, but we will. Probably today, by the end of today. So let's go over here. See, we can put in the next little bit of this. Oh, and let's just change this. I've got that to brine. We're not going to find any more of that. Let's go to, what is it? Salt. Water. Let's just make sure that start. There we go. That should start to empty over here. Oh, we have a mix. Maybe that'll be okay. Okay, maybe that'll be okay. We're going to place a pump right here just to make that vacuum happen. And I've gone down to this level. Figure one of the common things the dupes will do is go down to this area, and anytime they do, they're going to have to pass through a nature reserve if I take this down a little bit further, so we'll do that. Nearly there, it looks like. Check on the guys over here. Can open that door. Right, have we achieved... Oh, we might as well take that up like that. But have we achieved our nature reserve? We have not. Oh, way too big. Okay, must be something... Oh, I see. Just need to wait a second. 124. Okay, just a little bit too big, though. This should be an easy thing to fix. We could just kind of do this type of thing. Whoops. This is probably a very common door, so it'd be nice to have that one opened up. And that one too. Probably that itself. There we go. We've got our nature reserve. Awesome. Let's go check over here to make sure that we've got this running to eventually... Okay, let's maybe could do a little bit better. See, this guy's overpressured. We'll add another one that should help create a vacuum here just a little bit easier, quicker. One of the things I'd like to do today is get a spot in here for our sea comb. So I've insulated above here. Current temperatures -10. I think that is the minimum. So we're getting pretty close. Let me double check. Yeah, that can be up to, or low is -10. Oh, hold on here. I need to think. I'm at my 42 duplicants. I was considering getting bionic dupes. I probably am going to do that, but I'm going to hold off. That'll probably be a later thing, especially since I don't have much time through the week. But I need to consider: do I print blueprints? If you're curious, here are the mods that I'm using. Big camera, so I can zoom in and out a little bit more. The duplicant stat selector, so I can make sure I get one at each of the dupes. I'm going to actually turn that one off because I don't want to print... I want to have real random stuff that I'm printing, not be tempted to choose what is there in custom speed, so I can go a little bit quicker. So I've reloaded my game, and it's just notifying that it's disabled the stat selector. So when I get this now, I should not get the ability to choose what... Wait, what? Why can I choose? See, this is what I don't want. What did I do wrong here? Hold on. Maybe I have to restart my game. Just let me do that. Just reloaded, oxygen not included. Curious if, there we go. It's kind of strange because normally it forces you to restart anytime you do a mod or make a change to that. It didn't this time. But anyway, manually restarting this. This is my first little thing that I'm printing that's not a dupe. Okay, excellent. Looking at another comment here, Cedric mentions relying on bristle blossom might make a lot of sense with all the water-based geysers. Cedric also mentions if I made this a glass tile all along this way, I'd effectively have what's called a basement weed. Sounds really interesting, but I can't actually experiment with that because I don't have any glass. I'm just kidding. It does not take much to make glass. We're going to get a glass forge created over here. So I can try that out. We can start to produce some glass. Cedric mentions that there is also one other dupe I completely forget about. The Hermit. Yeah, okay, maybe we'll be getting 43 dupes. We'll be looking into that in a bit. Let's just fill this up with our inputs. Now we can produce glass. I'm going to bring a heavy watt wire line all the way up here and produce some oxygen. No, this is not a full SPOM or a cool rod. I might experiment with that this weekend. I don't have enough time today, but a simple oxygen system to get more pipes going than just the one pipe down here. Meanwhile, kind of regretting not planning for carbon dioxide. I think what I have to do is do a little bit of digging around to open this up on this side, because this is impacting our glass operation. Okay, maybe I'll aim to do something about that. So eventually I'm probably going to open up this area, but I think for now we'll just put in a pump here with a little bit of automation looking for some carbon dioxide. And if there is any, we will send it down here. It'll be dropped off at this location. Improve that setup later on as we go. And I see this guy. I don't know if you can analyze something that's not fully dug out. I guess we'll find out. Make that priority 9, see if anyone shows up. If not, we'll open up. Oh, nope. Given the fact that that's priority 9, I'm assuming that we have to dig it out, maybe. Single tile. Curious what kind of temperatures here. Okay, there we are, flask. Working on analyzing our gold volcano. Go put in carbon dioxide down here. See, we've got heavy watt wires up to this point. So we're going to send an insulated pipe up here with water. Actually, I probably didn't need to insulate on this little section, but that's fine. We're going to have 2 electrolyzers running. The reason I put this here is my thinking is we're going to get a little bit of hydrogen both from the output from here, but also obviously tons of it from down here. This is just going to prevent some of that going into these oxygen pipes. So let that be built. A little bit of iron digging. Figured I might need that for the heavy watt wire line. I guess not. But we'll need the iron eventually, I would think. Let's go check out our glass production going on right here. Maybe I should have put in the granite tile right there. Oh, it's changing to solid, I guess. Their tile right there. Oh, power. Whoops. Oh, I see. I guess that's something that nobody can access. Let's go look over here. I've also been getting the dupes to dump in some water in here with the idea of getting a seacomb area set up. I think we're at the point 22 degrees minus 13. I think this water is going to overtake the temperature, so let's just knock that over. Okay, thank goodness I had a ladder put there. Alright, I don't want that to turn to ice. I don't think it's going to. No, it's not going to. Alright. Carbon dioxide pump starting up. Hopefully that's going to improve the situation. Looking a little bit better. Wrangle's working. Okay, looks like everything is now ready to go, so let's plug this guy in. We should be getting 2 tanks of oxygen. Excellent. Now that we've got some oxygen, let's take 2 pipes going down, 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 and down. Wrap this around here. So with our original oxygen line, I'm just going to get that to supply oxygen here. We'll have one of our new lines provide oxygen in the base itself, and the other oxygen line will provide oxygen from Atmos suits here. And then Atmos suits way down here. See a little bit of oxygen, so we'll be able to start utilizing that. In fact, maybe I'll even give some digging commands to get started. Go check on, oh, idleness. This must mean that we've got our construction done. Nice. All right, I will go set up a few things and we'll work on the next project. Building in a series of electrolyzers. Scalding. Okay, anyway. On skills, I've been working towards exosuit training for various dupes here, so we'll kind of make that progress for everyone. Have a look at the general oxygen situation. Do we see any particular problem areas? I do. Barracks being one. I think I'm going to start the process of starting to rely on gas venting for oxygen in some of the areas. Well, I already am at the bottom of the base. We'll just continue that on, I guess. Carbon dioxide really is a bit of an issue over here, isn't it? Decided over here, why not get an aloe vera plant or set of plants instead of what I was doing with that pump? So we'll open this up just a bit. Maybe drill some holes in here just for carbon dioxide to flow down a little bit easier. So we've got a little bit more work there. Not my, I think it's just one electrolyzer. Might be ready for the next task. And some Sweetles here that are crammed. Maybe that I checked them before, but since they've laid an egg, they become crammed. Either way, we'll just drill a hole down, and that should solve that situation. I'm going to put in some mesh tiling right here so we can get some Atmos suits on. I'd like to start exploring some parts of this space I've been a little bit more nervous to without Atmos suits. So once we get that created, go, you can do it. There we are. All right. Let's see. We can now build the ladder going down like this. That's not a dupe. We've got all our, well, all except for one. Ora Grove fig. Actually, that makes me think. Ora Grove figs. Let's, yeah, I've been ignoring this, actually. That is perfect reminder. If I can see where those things are. Okay, staring at this thing for a second. Something's happened to my scroll bar here. Coral bug, that's not what we're looking for. Why? Okay, that was strange. Oh, because I see what happened. OVA. Okay. Oh, hatches eat those too. Anyways, let's get some food put in there, and I will go find one of these lumbs to throw in our stable for the first time. Doing some construction here, even though it's very wet. Got some objects that are cool, but the water itself, not going to freeze. 677. Once this gets up a little bit higher, we'll plant some waterweed, not waterweed. What am I thinking of? The seacomb. Seacomb. And, oh, right, let's put in a bin for polluted dirt. Maybe right there. Never thought about, oh. I'm going to do, yeah, I should design some auto sweepers, actually. Just playing around with the auto sweeper plan. I think what makes the most sense is to put one there, and then one over here, and put some bins underneath each of these, and I guess we'll change that location. Selected this Lumb to go up into our stable. Guess that's not going to actually happen because we don't have an actual path. Okay, let's make that a priority. Okay, so that's wrangling. The other thing I have forgotten about was to add in some water here, so we've just added this to get in a little bit of extra liquid. And I don't think we have got the ag drop off. No, okay, we'll have to replace that. I think I'm going to leave it here for today. Let's just take this out before I forget. Interestingly, I don't think I've come across tough meat. Just check again. So I guess that obviously we will in a bit, especially with this setup. Anyways, what was I going to check on? Oh, right. So what I want to do is solve the issue where this chlorine's just kind of hanging out here. I think now that we've got enough oxygen for our Atmos suits, we just need a little bit more iron, producing a little bit more Atmos in order to in order to be able to get the amount of Atmos suits I want. It's a little bit too warm here, so what I'm going to do is just open that up. Maybe help be able to create more iron. Let's ask for 33. Is that a little bit too much? Not sure. Okay, but anyways, when I come back, we'll fix this issue and probably many other things that are going along here. Where are we with food? 200,000. We're slowly going down a little bit. That's something else I maybe will address next time. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully see you next time. Little bonus section here. Maybe I should actually plant these. And I never did get to build my glass tiles. I was going to do that right now because I've got some glass, but glass blowing research has not been done. So we'll do that and perhaps do this little weed basement next time.